This weekend Premier League has something special to offer up their sleeves. Two mouth-watering encounters are there to be looked forward this weekend. The heavyweight fixture of the Premier League sees the front-runners Arsenal travel to the bitter rivals Tottenham, and the challengers Man City take on the rejuvenated Man United at Old Trafford. As far as we could ever think of, the North London derby is one of the few showpiece occasions that always delivers on nail-biting dramas and twists. The North London derby is always intense, and the current circumstances guarantee that Sunday's event between Tottenham and Arsenal will be a mouth-watering contest. The Gunners are topping the standings with 5 points more than Man City, who is chasing Mikel Arteta's crew. On the other side, Tottenham has already played a game more than most of its top four rivals, and they would be hoping nothing less than 3 points from the game. North London derby is arguably the most heated game English football has to offer. It will be a huge afternoon for both sides. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal would be looking to keep themselves at the summit of the Premier League, and Antonio Conte's Tottenham, on the other hand, would be looking to put themselves in contention for the Champions League places. Even though Spurs have failed to completely convince under Antonio Conte, last season saw them thrash Arsenal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That victory over Mikel Arteta saw them leapfrog the arch-rivals to nail down the Champions League spot. If everything click into place, few can doubt their quality. Harry Kane will be aiming to put his World Cup demons behind him, and help Tottenham damage Arsenal's title hopes this weekend. Spurs have won 13 penalties in the North London derby, scoring 12 of them. Kane has netted 7 of these, with no player scoring more from the spot against a single side in Premier League history. Tottenham Hotspurs were unbeaten in their last 8 home derby games. Last season's home derby saw them netting in 3 goals past Arsenal defense. Antonio Conte's side now have the chance to make it 4 derby wins on the spin, which is a feat they have never achieved before. Although to do so, Spurs will have to prevent Arsenal from completing the league double over them for the first time since 2014. The Gunners, meanwhile, are going for a first title in nearly 2 decades. If we could get a win away at Spurs, it would be quite a statement of intent for the rest of the Premier League to sit and notice. The consistency that we have shown throughout the season is the reason why we are at the top. For us to have any chance of fighting for the title for a change, Arsenal need to get a win in these games. In a major boost for Spurs, Dejan Kulusevski, who has been out with injury, has recently been spotted back in training. The summer signing from Brighton, Yves Bissouma, is expected to be in contention for the derby game. Rodrigo Bentancur and Richarlison are the ones who seems to be worrying the Spurs, and their fitness will most likely be addressed before the match. Arsenal's injury concerns are less compared to Spurs, as Gabriel Jesus is the only absentee missing from the squad with a knee injury. Apart from the front three, we were able to rest few first-team players for Monday's FA Cup win over Oxford, and that would do good for us in the weekend. The fitness of Bukayo Saka, who has been taken off in the midweek FA Cup third-round fixture, is the only other injury concern we have at the moment. The return of Emile Smith-Rowe from sidelines would be a huge plus point for us in the second half of the season. We have won our last 3 games away from home, and will head into this match hoping for another crucial 3 points in the title race. A defeat in the derby could have a huge impact on our title aspirations, as we have to face Man City twice in the league. Let's hope that Arsenal could come up with a resolute display and get 3 points out of this difficult fixture.